Hello, welcome to my new video series called Undiscovered Murder and Theories. We have here Chelsea Bruck, a 22-year-old white female, who attended a party called Big Mike's Halloween Bash. As you can see here are some of the photos from the Halloween party. Investigators tried to view these photos to find potential suspects as well as interview people who attended the party. She arrived on October 25th with a friend who gave her a ride. Later on in the night, her ride has to leave upon short notice. They text one of her friends to come get Chelsea's belongings, as we can only speculate that either Chelsea wanted to stay at the party longer or her friend just plain left her. The friend that was texted stumbled across Chelsea to let her know that her ride was leaving and told her to wait here. As she went to go get her phone out of her other friend's car who originally gave her a ride to the bash, her friend arrives back at the spot where she last saw Chelsea, though it seems Chelsea has disappeared into the crowd. It is believed she was last saw with a gentleman who was described as a young male of medium build with a hipster haircut and black frame eyeglasses. He was reportedly wearing a hooded sweatshirt, leaving alongside with Chelsea towards the parking lot where the attendees' cars were all parked. Later, this photo was released of a person that fit the profile who she was believed to be seen with. Witnesses say that he was seen hanging out underneath a tent near where Brooks was seen for a portion of the Halloween party. Later, this man was interviewed and released as no longer being a prime suspect involved in the case. The Monroe County Police continue to interview thousands of witnesses who attended the party, but the case becomes cold as no real leads come forth. 6 months later, Bruck's body appears intact, 12 miles from where she was last seen, on an intersection of Will Carlton Road and Briar Hill Road in Ash Township on a semi-wooded private property. The workers who found Bruck's body were building up a foundation for her house. They managed to get a work truck stuck and stumbled across Bruck's decayed body. They also found her costume she was wearing at a different location in Flat Rock near an abandoned building near local railroad tracks. Very close to actually where my parents live, in which I guess this is why this is the first case I am doing because it was so close to home. But anywho, they recovered DNA from the Halloween costume from another source that was not Bruck's. They were unable to link it to a suspect, seeing how they put it through the national database and found no match. Sometime down the road, a new lead breaks the case back open when two male suspects rob a woman of $700 worth of tattoo equipment and flee the scene. Later, a suspect was arrested for this incident and was pending felony charges for committing the crime. Michigan's new law, as you can see here, came into effect as of 2014. It states that all persons arraigned on felony charges to give DNA sample. This DNA was sent to the lab and the results were astounding. They came back as a positive match for the DNA found on Miss Bruck's poison ivy costume. Sometime down the road after they received the results, they set up surveillance at the home of his girlfriend, who goes by the name of Borings. That same day at 2 p.m., they entered the residency where Clay appeared to be living and made the arrest for the murder of 22-year-old Chelsea Bruck. They found a journal, panties, and jewelry in his backpack that were believed to be Chelsea's belongings. Also, later findings of Clay's past, as you can see here, that he has a long track record with the law. In many cases, these incidents were minor, but it gives some report of the case and who and what type of man they are ultimately dealing with. Some also speculate from photos posted on Facebook that he had no remorse and was proud of the murders that he had committed. Most of his friends he knew over the last 1 to 2 years say they really never saw a change in the man they once knew. His girlfriend said he called from jail the next day and admitted to the murder over the phone. He said that he had accidentally strangled Miss Brooks during consensual or rough sex. The autopsy begs to differ, that Brooks indeed died from blunt force trauma to the head. This was very odd to me, as his girlfriend also stated that she did not want to have sex, so he strangled her and did what he wanted. Daniel later faces charges as the case is presumed, and because of no evidence found of premeditation, he is charged with second-degree murder of killing 22-year-old Chelsea Brooks. Police also believe he acted alone. Just before the preliminary exam was to begin, Daniel's court-appointed lawyer asked that he be psychiatrically evaluated to stand trial, in which the judge sees no reason why he would not be clinically fit to stand trial. The judge allots time for Daniel to be tested, stating that as soon as testing is finished, they will resume with the case and proceed to giving Bruck's family the closure they deserve. Daniel Clay's original statement was that him and Chelsea Bruck were having consensual sex and she accidentally died through strangulation. But this is a lie. The autopsy came back and says it's through blunt force trauma to the head. The body was just starting to decompose after 6 months, really, because the body was found intact when they actually discovered the body. So whether or not it was getting cold outside, animals are still going to eat off her body as well as maggots, along with just regular deterioration from the natural elements. I believe he kidnapped her and she was alive longer than just that night that she went missing. I believe that somebody else was involved, seeing how he had no job and he had no car. To find her costume at a different city away from the crime scene just points me in that direction. If you know anything about a psychopath, they keep items that remind them of the fatal events that took place, which they found some of her belongings when they arrested him. Why did he never come forth if it was an accident? Any normal person that accidentally killed someone would contact for help right away. He deserves the death sentence along with a lot of other evil people in this world, though he will get what he deserves in a different sense. I am so glad he was caught and convicted of this crime. And a cool fun fact is, it was on my birthday. But since day one, I've been connected with this case, and it really furthers me to want to become a homicide detective maybe one day. To everyone who conducted this case, they did an amazing job. I hope what really happened comes out and he don't get some plea bargain because they want to rush this case to be over. People need to know how sick this man and people in this world really are. Let the darkness be exposed by the light, because in the end, light always wins. Hello, I hope you enjoyed the first episode of the new series I've created. Leave a comment down below if you enjoyed and you think I should do more. Also, I would like to see theories on what you guys think happened during this case. Also, liking and subscribing is just one click away. Thanks for watching, guys.